Hello friends, it is Stasia and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing a book tag that Rylan tagged me in, and this is called the Not a Booktube Newbie Tag. I've done the Booktube Newbie Tag when I started, so I figure why not try this tag and see where I'm at, how things are going. So this is gonna be a really quick video. It's only 6 questions. If you're watching and you would like to do it, please feel free. So we're gonna go ahead and jump straight in. So the first question is, how old is your channel? It's pretty wild to say, but technically my channel is 7 years old, which is so wild to me. I have been like on and off for a while, but yeah, so I technically started this channel 7 years ago. I would say I haven't been there have been like 2 years where I'm like not as active and stuff, but I guess 7 years would be the technical answer for that. The next question is, what are your favorite videos to make? Personally, I feel like this is kind of a universal answer for most creators, but I really like making reading vlogs, especially when they're themed or, you know, there's some sort of concept to them. I know people do like reading books until I find a 5-star, or like a spinner wheel decides what I read this week. That sort of vibe. I really like vlogs like that, or like reading all of these books are pink, or all of these books have a person on the cover, things like that. So reading vlogs are always a favorite for me, and I also really like book shopping vlogs, or any sort of like video where we're going out, I guess, like adventure vlogs, adventure videos. But I guess technically book shopping would also go in like a vlog concept, but I like things like outside of sitting down as well. So those would probably be my favorite videos. The next question is, what's one piece of advice you give to someone wanting to join BookTube? First of all, I say just do it. It will take a while, I think, to find your groove and find your people, but I definitely think it's always worth the jump. One piece of advice I would say is to kind of just stay true to yourself and not give in to too much of the FOMO or the hype. I know with books and the book community, it's so easy to get distracted by what everybody else is reading, what everybody else is doing. If people are having these really big hauls, I know people are, you know, like they feel like they're missing out if they're not also creating these videos where there's massive hauls or reading the same series that everyone is loving. So I definitely say stay true to yourself. If you're a romance reader, read your romance. If you're a thriller, fantasy, nonfiction, whatever it is, I would just say stay true to yourself. But also on that same note, don't think that you need to stay in a bubble. When I first started, I was not reading the same books that I'm reading now. So definitely allow yourself to grow with your channel. Especially as you grow, you're definitely gonna hone in your taste more. So stay true to yourself and give yourself room to grow would be my biggest advice. I definitely also think that you can see through people. It's very easy to know when people are kind of just doing stuff for the hype or if they genuinely enjoy it. So I feel like as long as you stay true to yourself, then you will find your audience, you will find your people genuinely. The next question is, since joining, have you run into any unforeseen circumstances? I think this is going to be a pretty popular answer, but the creative burnout and the imposter syndrome, I guess, would be like my really big thing. When I first started my booktube, I was very optimistic, I guess. It wasn't a super huge platform as it is now. There were like a few really big creators, but it wasn't something as big to the scale as I feel like it is now. So the imposter syndrome hits hard all the time, where I'm just like, I don't know that, you know, I should be here, or there's a lot of like comparing myself to others, like, oh, maybe, you know, whatever. And then the burnout. I always try to overcompensate, and I have now learned about myself to not do that. I've always tried to say, all right, I'm gonna do 2 videos a week, and I'm gonna do this amount of vlogs, and I'm gonna do this and this and this, and over planning has become my worst enemy, which I didn't realize was going to be a thing, because you know, you never know how fast you're gonna read a book. So when you try to plan, I feel like I had just tried to stick to my plans too much, and that was something that I did not see coming. I never thought that there was like a bad thing with planning, but now that I have more grace with myself and knowing how I work, I basically try for at least 4 videos a month, and that works great for me. So that was something that I wasn't really expecting, but also not very surprised about. The next question is, what's your favorite book slash series you've read because of BookTube? I feel like this answer won't be a surprise to most people. This has honestly been a staple, I guess, for me. There are so many people that say that they associate this series with me now. And that is the Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. I will say I wasn't a fan of the spin-off, at least not book 1. I've not continued with the series. But the original trilogy of Caraval, Legendary, and Finale, chef's kiss. When I read these books, it was so odd because I'm not a huge fantasy reader, but like these books just sucked me in so much. I feel like this was the series that really got me also into like special editions. This opened a whole new world for me on whether or not I could love like fantastical fantasy, light fantasy. So this is definitely a game changer that BookTube has brought me, and I feel like that's not surprising at all. Sorry if there is a bit of an angle change. I had to switch SD cards because I ran out of space. But anyways, the last question of the tag is, overall, what's your favorite aspect about BookTube? And personally, for me, a really, really big one is the community and the friendships. I've made amazing friendships, long-lasting friendships that have gone from the internet to real life, and it has just been amazing. I feel like just having people that I can talk to about such, I feel like, a niche hobby. Like, books are definitely more widespread, I feel like, now, but at first, when I was first starting, like, I didn't have anyone to talk to anything about, and having this like platform and this space where, like, even if I'm taking a break from creating, I can always go ahead and pop into someone's live sprints or watch these vlogs of what people are reading, and you just feel that connection. I feel like books has definitely brought me like that sense of community and connection with other people, so I enjoyed it. I really, really love the community with everyone I've met, and hopefully people that I will meet in the future. I also have built relationships with other people who I've not even met in real life, so I just feel like the community is definitely my favorite and biggest thing that I love about BookTube. So that is all of the questions. If you see this video and you would like to do it, go ahead. I will leave all of the questions typed out down below as well if you would like to do it. But that is all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!